Hello people, today I'm here to show you a infinitely expandable, very compact, perfect item division system. Alright, let me explain that real quick. Probably empty all these. These are all just test runs. Alright, so let's say, well, really, originally what you would do to divide items is you'd have a double chest, and then under the double chest you have two hoppers. Alright, but that only works up to, well, 2. You can only divide it by 2. If you try to divide into 4, then it becomes quite unreliable. Um, I'm sure over time it becomes more reliable, but at hopper speed it's not reliable. This is reliable at any speed. Although, if your input is slower than the machine is pulses for the next item, then what you'll have to do is, instead of having the machine pulse the item, just have it all go through. Just skip the dropper entirely and get rid of this line. But that's only if you have a really, really slow input. So, let me just show you. If you put a 64 stack, 64 divided by 4 is 16, so you should see 16 in all of them. Press this button. Look up here. You can see basically every time this. Oh, it's also silent, by the way. Every time the dropper pulses, it puts an item into the first hopper, and then it runs along until it finds an item or a hopper underneath it that's unlocked. And as you can see, we're controlling it with these torches. And how we're controlling these torches is a simple hopper stepper, but with a twist. Instead of having only one item that loops around to make it quicker, there's two items. So yeah, that's cool. Basically, when the item is here and it's about to do its lap, instead we lock it there, and so then this item goes here. And so they kind of just, they're always in the opposite of each other. But anyways, after the item goes through the unlocked hopper, it goes through another hopper and then this chest. And in Bedrock Edition, instead of an observer going off every time you open a chest, it goes off every time the chest data is updated. So as you can see here, we're getting very, very consistent numbers. I also added this thing underneath I don't know, maybe you could do computational redstone like this. Like, it would tell you the remainder out of the divisor. And this is expandable infinitely, but it will get the larger you divide, the much slower it'll be. There you go. And you also might be thinking, what's up with this funky nonsense? Why is there only 2 observers over these comparators? Well, actually, that's just some simple cost effectiveness. So, an observer will detect when a comparator turns on or turns off. So, I'll just start from here because it's easiest. When this comparator turns off, it'll send a pulse, and then this comparator will turn on. I don't need to have 2 pulses there. When this comparator turns off, this comparator will turn on, so I don't need to ever observe this pulse if I can just observe this pulse. And when this one turns off, I'll get a pulse, and this one will turn on. So I'm already getting a pulse there, so I don't need to count it. And since I already have an observer there, I only need the 2. Alright, so I think I heard a click. So as you can see, we get exactly 16 in each one. And try it for yourself. If you put a 64 stack over a chest that leads to 4 hoppers, guarantee you will not get a consistent amount in each try. But anyways, I hope you guys like this quick and simple video. I hope you guys are understanding what's going on here. Just so you guys know, this redstone line is to track, just so you know which chamber is open, which one's going to go through next. And yeah, I mean, it's just cool. Oh yeah, so let me show you the item real quick. It's in this hopper, right? So the corresponding item must be here. There you go. Boom. That's how that works. And I think that's just, oh yeah, one last thing. The reason there's a hopper underneath the chest is because one thing you should always watch out for in Bedrock is observers observing blocks or components with data. will pulse upon reload or like chunk load. So you gotta watch out for that if your thing's relying on specific observer pulses. Anyways, I've been rambling for way too long. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Goodbye.